Welcome to DTS PRO tutorials.
This is the landing page, where you can begin by uploading a full-face smile image, and optionally a retracted image as well. You can select and upload an image, or simply drag and drop it into the upload area. You can use either a DSLR camera or a mobile phone to capture images. Ask the patient to stand upright, look straight ahead, and maintain a slightly open mouth position. For a natural wide smile, ask the patient to say the letter E and smile wide. For most simulations, a single extraoral image is sufficient. We'll cover how to use retracted images in a separate tutorial. Once the selected image is uploaded, you may crop, rotate, or adjust the brightness and contrast. You can zoom in the image using the center wheel of the mouse. To scroll or move the image, press the mouse wheel and drag it in any direction. Press Next to proceed. This will start the AI automatic analysis, which detects and marks the smile line, and aligns the image. Once the image has been uploaded, enter the patient details. You can save your practice profile information in the Profile section located under the File menu. Press Next to proceed.
This takes us to the Smile Area Selection screen, where the AI automatically makes the selection. Edit the selection using the black control points.
Simply move your cursor over a control point. It will change to a double arrow icon. Then left-click and drag to adjust. To add a new point, left-click between two existing points. To delete one, simply right-click on it.
If the smile area is not automatically selected,
You can easily make a manual selection. Simply left-click and drag from one corner of the mouth to the other, following the inner lip border. Ensure the smile selection closely follows the border of the lips. No part of the teeth should extend outside the selection. For an accurate simulation,
once the smile area is properly selected, press Next. This takes us to the Image Alignment screen.
the software automatically marks the interpupillary line and the facial midline.
To make any adjustments to the interpupillary line, click and drag the black control points to the center of each pupil. Adjust the facial midline as needed. Once done, click Next. This takes us to the Instant Smiles screen.
As the name suggests, it allows us to perform instant chairside simulations. It's a powerful motivational tool, especially useful for cosmetic cases, full mouth rehabilitations, orthodontic simulations, and even dentures. You can adjust the position of the smile template using the green and blue control points. Aim for the best possible fit, based on the size and alignment of the patient's original teeth.
Use the facial midline and canine lines as guides for accurate placement. You can adjust the template transparency using the opacity slider. This makes it easier to visualize the original teeth and helps in proper placement. Adjust the background by using the background opacity slider. The Match Color slider automatically adjusts the template shade to match the patient's original tooth and gingival color. Increasing the slider value enhances the match. The color is auto-detected using AI, but you can also customize the area from which the shade is picked by moving the rectangular boxes. Press the Save Color button when done. The DTS PRO library offers a wide collection of natural smile templates, suitable for all types of cases. Press Show All to display the full list. You can then save your favorites for quick access. To further customize the size and shape of the templates, click on the Scale button.
To modify the width, use the buckle corridor option.
If you want to adjust the width on only one side, then deselect the Symmetry option and adjust the right or left buckle corridors.
With stretching, the entire template can be made wider or narrower.
The height can be adjusted using the vertical slider. The curve of SPI can be adjusted as needed to better match the patient's natural arch. Go to the Preview window by clicking the Preview button.
By clicking the Adjust button, you can modify the tooth shade and brightness. Increasing the whiteness slider will make the teeth whiter.
Increasing the lip smoothness helps blend the template with the lips, creating a more realistic simulation. Gum color can be adjusted as needed. For a more natural-looking simulation, you may want to slightly reduce the template opacity. Pressing the play button generates a video simulation showing the before and after transformation. The before-after compare image, along with the text, can be exported in JPEG or PNG format.
Let's now see how to plan veneers. Click on the Insert button. You can either click on individual teeth to insert veneers one by one, or click on the template name to insert 8 veneers together. You can always add more veneers later if needed. Get the best fit of the veneers by adjusting them as a group. The width to height percentage is dynamically updated and displayed in real time as you edit the veneers. You can use the facial midline as reference while adjusting the veneers.
Clicking on the Digital Planning button opens up a whole new suite of planning tools, which will be covered in a separate tutorial. Press back to exit the planning screen.
Individual veneers can be resized, rotated, or reshaped. To select multiple veneers, hold down the Control key and click on each one. You may choose to edit a single veneer or all together as a group.
The veneer shape can be adjusted as needed.
Single or multiple veneers can be mirrored. Use the Duplicate button to add more veneers.
You can also design one side of the smile and simply mirror it on the other side. Make sure the veneer outline completely covers the original tooth. If you need to digitally plan tooth reduction, go to the Smile Editing screen. Select the template checkbox at the top of the screen. Use the Extend tool as an eraser to reduce the original tooth structure. Additionally, you can use the Rectangular Selection tool. Click Edit and resize the tooth as needed.
Once the veneer design is finalized, click Next to proceed to the texture screen and add natural-looking details to the veneers. Here are two ways to apply textures. 1. Use textures from the library. DTS PRO offers multiple texture libraries that let you apply texture to all veneers at once. You can use the Match Color option to match the patient's natural tooth shade. The shade is automatically detected by AI, but you can customize it manually if needed. Click Next to view the before-after preview. You can use the Adjust button to fine-tune the tooth shade and increase the whiteness if needed. You may slightly reduce the opacity of the veneers to create a more realistic and natural-looking simulation. The second way to add textures is by using the patient's natural tooth shade. Select the Natural Texture option. Click on the veneer to select. The selected veneer on the left is highlighted with a green outline. On the right, resize the selection area to pick the color from the tooth. Press the Apply button to copy the texture. Make sure the selection covers as much of the tooth surface as possible, without extending onto the gingiva or beyond the tooth boundary. Continue the same step for all veneers. If you're not satisfied with the color or texture of a particular veneer, you can pick the color from another area and reapply. Whenever you're planning 2 or 4 veneers, using the Natural Texture option provides a more realistic and seamless simulation. You can always whiten the teeth further in the preview window by clicking on the Adjust button. You can also add a gum layer for masking. Use the Resize option to adjust its size accordingly. Then, use the Eraser tool to remove any excess areas. Once done, click Next to apply the changes. Let's explore the functionality of the Smile editing screen. This screen includes selection and editing tools that allow you to simulate various treatments, such as gingivectomy, composite bonding, whitening, and more. Let's start by selecting the Extend tool. This tool allows you to extend the gingiva or tooth, simulating procedures like gum reshaping or tooth reshaping. You can adjust the size of the circular selection using the size scroll bar at the top of the screen. For best results, keep the selection size to approximately 1 tooth width. Now left-click and drag to extend the gingiva, simulating a crown lengthening procedure. You can also use the same technique to reshape the tooth, mimicking composite bonding. Check the preview screen to see the changes. Let's now explore the selection tools. There are 2 types: rectangle and freehand. The rectangular tool allows you to create a rectangular selection. Freehand tool lets you draw a custom-shaped selection. Let's now simulate a diastema closure using additive means. We'll begin by selecting the tooth using the rectangular selection tool. Make sure the edge of the rectangle aligns closely with the edge of the tooth. If needed, you can cancel and make a new selection. Once the selection is made, click the edit icon and use the middle control points to stretch the tooth. You may use the midline as a reference for alignment. Repeat the same process on the other side. You can also rotate, extrude, intrude, or move a single tooth, or even multiple teeth. To undo the last step, press the undo button or use the Ctrl-Z shortcut. To reset all changes, click the Revert All button. We can also use the rectangular selection tool to simulate orthodontic tooth movement. Select the entire quadrant of teeth, making sure the edges of the rectangle align with the edges of the teeth. Then, click Edit, and use the arrow keys on your keyboard to move the selection and simulate repositioning. Click the preview to see the changes. The whitening tool helps simulate bleaching treatments. Increasing the whiteness value by +10 is equivalent to 1 cycle of in-office whitening. +20 simulates 2 cycles and so on. The mirror tool can be used to mirror one side of the smile to the other. Start by adjusting the selection size to approximately 1 tooth width. Then, press and hold the Alt key on your keyboard and left-click to copy the area. Take the mouse to the opposite side where you want to paste and left-click and move.
All simulated images can be exported and shared with your patients for better communication and case acceptance. Additionally, designs can be saved as a project file in the DTS format. Just go to File, Save Project As, so you can reopen them later, or import into DTS 3D for advanced 3D designing.